All right, guys, Swole Wars 10 is finally here. Thanks for signing up. For some of y'all that have signed up before, we appreciate you guys coming back. And if you remember how our flow goes, it'll be very similar to that. For the new people, this is kind of how it's going to work out. This year, we're going to start with a run. The run's going to be in staggered start based on your division. For safety, I can't have all of you out there on the road at the same time. But the RX men, the Masters men, Scale men will run in that order, immediately followed by the RX women, Masters women, and Scale women. For the run, everyone's going to do at least our northern loop. You're going to go out of the gym, you're going to run north. I'm going to post a map with the route on it so you guys can study that. I'm also going to have cones and judges out there to make sure you don't get lost. And I have a head judge out there on a bicycle following you guys around in case you guys need anything. So scaled, you'll do a northern loop. You'll end up back at the gym. You are done. RX and Masters, you are also going to end up back at the gym. You're going to keep going. You're going to run a southern loop after that. So it's a figure 8. Northern loop, southern loop for RX and Masters. When RX and Masters finish the southern loop, you're going to end up back at the gym. You are done. Everyone has a 30-minute cap, regardless of how far you're running. When you get back, I will have judges lined up at the finish line. When you finish, please don't just run off and go find your people or whatever. Stay there, get linked up with a judge. Judge is going to have a blank scorecard. They're going to need you to say your full name that you registered with, not like your nickname or whatever. Your full division that you signed up with. We're not going to assume anything, so say RX men, Masters women, whatever. Say your full division that you signed up with, and then they will write down your time. Verify with your judge that you agree with your time. Sign your scorecard, then you can go find your people. Those scorecards are going to get turned in and organized. Because following event 1, immediately after is the deadlift ladder, and it's going to be reverse order start based on how you finish the run. Last place runner RX male is the first person on the deadlift ladder. 30-minute cap. If you're close to the cap, if you're 28 minutes, well, you got 2 minutes and you're on the deadlift ladder, so don't run off. If you happen to cap the run, I have a safety vehicle that's going to come get you wherever you're at, bring you in immediately. We're going to go ahead and start the deadlift ladder with the last place finisher that is here. And we're going to go get you on the course. We're going to bring you in, and you're no breaks, no change shoes, no whatever. You're immediately getting worked into the ladder. So try not to game it and be like, oh, I'll just walk and then deadlift 500 pounds. It's 2 separate scored events, so make sure you plan strategically for both. So when you finish the run, you can go change your stuff. Depends on how much time you have. Go to the warm-up area. We will be calling you from the warm-up area and lining you up. We're going to double check, but you need to trust us, but verify that you're in the right spot. The person in front of you is slower than you on the run. The person behind you in line was faster than you on the run. So just double check you're in the right spot, and then we're going to waterfall start you on the deadlifts. If there's any questions at all on the run, comment below, and we'll answer it all before game day. Okay, so this is going to be the explanation for the deadlift ladder. You just finished your run. Especially RX males, pay attention to this because, like I said, you're going to start the deadlift ladder first. Masters males, slowest Masters male is going to start after the last RX male goes. We can't tell you when that's going to be because we don't know how far that last place RX male is going to go. But we're not going to have breaks in between divisions for the men. All the men are doing the same weights for all divisions, so we're all going to go. Last place RX male, immediately followed by first place Masters male, right? So just go in order till scale. Once the scaled men are done, I've got to get rid of these bars, bring the new bars back out for the women. I'm trying to get that done as quick as I can. RX women, you're going to need to be in the staging area. As soon as we're set, there's no hard start time. As soon as we're set, we're bringing you out. So RX women first. Last place on the run is going to be the first person to deadlift for everybody. Pay attention to your start time for the men and the women, right? So you're going to be warming up in that room. We'll have it all marked off for you guys so you know where you're at. My judges, my coaches will be calling you out into a corral of sorts when you're about to go. So make sure you're in the right place at the right time so we're not looking for you, please. When the judges call you out, I'm going to corral around 5 people at a time, and then I'm going to have the next person coming up in the on-deck circle. So person's on the first bar, on deck is going to walk on up. So they're next. This is the on-deck circle inside the rig there. So I'm going to have it taped off. This is where you're going to link up with your judge. A judge is going to find you at this spot. They're going to have your scorecard that you already signed from the run. Make sure it's still your scorecard. You and your judge are going to be in this area for 1 minute. Double check any last-minute standards questions. Make sure you know exactly what your judge is expecting of you because we don't want any no reps. And then as the clock beeps on the next minute, that previous athlete's going to move to the next bar, waterfall start. The on-deck person moves up at the beep, not before. When you finish your work, you stay at the bar, at the beep, then you move, right? So you move to the bar number 2, on deck, move to bar number 1. It's 3 bar burpees and 3 deadlifts. It's an odd number, and we want you facing the crowd for your deadlifts. So you're going to start on the crowd side on both lanes on your burpees so that you end up facing the crowd for your deadlifts. Your judge will remind you. For this first lane, as it gets heavier, you're working from left to right if the crowd's looking at you. You're going to start on the right side or the crowd side. Bar over burpee. Everyone's allowed to step back and step forward. What we're looking at is that your chest and thighs touch the ground, and then you get up off the ground. Scaled, RX Masters can do all of that. For RX and Masters, you have to jump. 2-footed takeoff, 2-footed landing over the bar. 2-footed takeoff, 2-footed landing, so no stepping over RX and Masters. That would be 1 rep. Burpee down, get over. Once you touch the ground on the other side, it's 1 rep. Another RX or Masters rep, hop over. If you want to go fast, get them over. You can bounce down, bounce up, all the stuff. Jumping's good. You're not required to do any of that except to jump over RX Masters only. Scaled, lay down, get up, step over. And step over. Scaled. Scaled only can step over. If you touch the bar during your jump or your step, you got to go back. You don't have to redo the burpee. You just got to redo the jump or the step. You can't touch the bar. 3 reps. So show me 3 RX reps. Step back, step forward, or jump. The only requirement is that you got to jump over the bar. Chest and thighs touch. Feet touch the ground on the other side. 3rd rep. She's now facing the crowd. So burpees are done. You got to start with 3 bar burpees for everybody. When she's done, RX and Masters, 3 unbroken deadlifts. These are conventional deadlifts, so the feet are inside the hands. Hands are outside the hips. On the deadlift, bar starts on the ground. At the top, shoulders are behind the bar when viewed from profile, so I'm looking at this angle. I can see the shoulders behind the bar. Hips are all the way open. Knees are all the way open. Any grip, as far as mixed grip, overhand, underhand, totally up to you, as long as the hands are outside. No reps would be she didn't touch the ground, or she didn't stand up all the way, or both. If you got 1 good rep, and then you no rep the second time, these have to be unbroken. So she's still at 1. So then do another good rep, and then do another good rep. 3 unbroken good reps. You're allowed to drop the bar from the top. RX and Masters. It's the same weights for everybody within your gender. To make it a slightly bit easier for scaled, we're allowing scaled to do singles the whole time. Same standard as far as the movement though. Bar touches the ground at the bottom. At the top, hips and knees are extended, shoulders behind. Drop it from the top. That's fine. If you drop it and it bounces and it rolls, you're responsible for bringing it back into your work area. Only time we'll intervene is for safety. If someone's mid-burpee and that bar's rolling, we'll help. But other than that, you got to get it back to the area. So she finished her 3 bar over burpees. She finished her deadlift. Step back on the crowd side. Wait the remainder of the minute. Don't move on. At the minute, she moves the bar 2. On deck, moves the bar 1. Same thing. 3 bar over burpees. She's doing the RX version as long as she hops over. If you kick the bar, you just got to redo the jump. Face the crowd. 3 unbroken deadlifts. Bar starts on the ground. Knee and hip extension. Shoulders behind the bar top. Wait the remainder of your minute. There's 5 bars in a row. Finish the 5th bar. We're going to call this the 5th bar. She's going to then step forward to bar number 6 and face this opposite direction. So you're going to face to the right. As you're looking at me for the first 5, you'll face to the left, 6 through 10. You're going to start on the crowd side for your burpees. So show me 3 scaled burpees. Step back, step up, step over. Show me one where you kick the bar and then you just redo the step. So step it over, kicks it. Your judge is going to tell you just to redo the step, not the burpee. Finish her 3rd bar over burpee, face the crowd, and just do 3 scaled deadlifts since you did scaled burpees. Drop it from the top. Control scaled. You're allowed to go unbroken if you want, but you're also allowed to do singles. All right, so then back on the crowd side. That was bar number 9. She's moving up to the final bar. Step over to the final bar. Do RX. 3 bar over burpees is RX. We're looking for the jump. 2 for the takeoff, 2 for the landing. Waits however long she needs. She's got the whole minute to complete it. Strap up your belt. This is that final heavy bar. Crowd's going to be facing you right in your face. We put that final bar here for a reason, so everyone can see it. You finish your 3 reps unbroken. Officially, the ladder's done. If someone else also finishes the ladder, you guys are tied. We're going to have a tie break. Tie break is any additional deadlifts you did at that weight, or and we'll talk about it if you don't finish the ladder in a second. To finish the ladder, RX and Masters, you got to do 3 unbroken reps. That doesn't change. After her 3 unbroken, she can then continue to rep out singles if she's concerned about a tie break with somebody else. The 3 unbroken reps don't count also towards your tie break. They just count towards you completing the ladder. And then, like I said, the extra reps can be singles. The burpees do not count towards your tie break. So you just did 2 more. So her score would have been the final weight. She did the 3 unbroken plus 2. That's how tie break works. If you finish. Let's say she goes to the second to last bar, whatever weight this is. She got here because she finished the 3rd to last bar. So she has that score locked in. Clock beeps, she advances. She does her 3 burpees. And let's say she can't get 3 unbroken reps. You get like 1.5. And then it slips out and she fails. RX Masters, you got to do 3 unbroken. Scaled, she could keep trying to get 3. She got credit for 1 already. She already knows she couldn't get 3 there, so she didn't get 3 here. So she knows this is not her tiebreak weight. That other weight's her score. Start doing singles here with the remainder of your minute. Let's do like 1 more. The last second, she barely gets 1. All the shakes, everything. full lockout, she got 3. So in this case, she didn't complete the required unbroken, so she's done. She does not move on. Her score would have been that bar plus 3 singles. That's the score if you can't finish the lap. When you're done, sign your scorecard. Please get out of the way because there's someone coming right behind you. Any questions about the deadlift ladder, please comment below. We'll answer it before Saturday.